Hi guys. Oh, I didn't know whether I was on then. Hi guys, I hope you're very well indeed. I've just quickly had a quick change because it's been a long Saturday. So I hope you're very well indeed. Today's topic is about Bachs Remedies. Now, Bachs Remedies for me is something that I really like. Um, but you forget about using it, and then when you're doing something and you forget about it for a while and you come back to it again and again. So let me explain a little bit about what Bachs Remedies is all about. So Edward Bach was or Bach, as whichever way you want to pronounce it, was a conventional doctor, yeah, and he was a surgeon as well, and he treated people the conventional way, and he was treating soldiers in about let's have a look here, 1917. He was treating soldiers that were returning from France, and he collapsed, and they said that he had a tumor, and they operated on him, but they gave him a very poor prognosis. They said he would just live months. And as soon as he could get out of bed, he did, because he realized, because he'd always worked in a conventional fashion, that people were treating parts of the human being and not the whole of the human being. And he began to look for a more holistic approach. He died at age 50 peacefully after announcing the complete works of his remedies. But it was 20 years after they said he would. So this was a massive success for him. I mean, he lived longer than they ever expected. And he believed the reason he lived was because he had a purpose in life and he had not yet fulfilled his research. So he believed that you had to cure not just the physical ailment or disease, but you had to heal the whole person. And this is really important. So, for example, this is all about the emotional and psychological side of healing. And I just thought I'd bring this to the forefront because I know a lot of you out there don't suffer with the physical act of being healthy or the physical, going exercising. It's not, or eating well. That's not what upsets you or knocks you off track. It's the psychological and emotional side that often knocks people off track. So I'll give you a very basic example. If someone broke their leg, Dr. Edward would cure the break in their leg, but then they may have a fear of it happening again. They may be uncertain about going home. They may be overthinking things in their mind, and that's where his Bachs remedies really came in, to heal the emotional side as well as the physical side. And he felt then that the whole person was healed and you could move forward from that. So with regards to whatever health goals you may have, often people blame stress or work or kids or fears, or maybe some really deep-rooted beliefs that they might have for knocking them off track. Now, the Bachs remedies are made up of flowers, yeah? So they're made up of all different types of flowers that represent something different, and they can be mixed together to give you emotional and psychological balance. It's supposed to be a mild form of treatment, and it's supposed to gently put you back and heal you in a certain way. It's a subtle kind of a thing, but it works so beautifully. So I'm just going to look on my iPad now. So I'm just going to read out some of the things that you might relate to. So the one I always relate to is white chestnut. This is for unwanted thoughts and mental arguments. So personally, I do this. Mental arguments, you know, the negative self-talk and all that. So we've got sweet chestnut for extreme mental anguish when everything has been tried and there's no light left. We have oak, the plodder who just keeps going past exhaustion. Yeah. Larch is for a lack of confidence. Mustard is for deep gloom, but for no reason. There's no reason for the gloom. That's mustard. Holly is for jealousy or envy. 38, 39, is it 38 or 38 remedies that can be used together in certain combinations to give you the most emotional and psychological healing as well as physical. So I'd really like you to look at this. There's a lot of information on the backscenter.com. Let me check that. Yeah, the backscenter.com. And also there's flower advice. Let me have a look at that actually. Flower advice. Bachs flower advice. That's the one. .co.uk where you can buy different remedies. Now the most famous remedy of Dr. Bach is the rescue remedy. This is for extreme stress when you're really feeling it, you know, and you want to be calmed. So his rescue remedy really has become quite famous internationally all over the world. So for instance, I have a Bach's remedy here, right? So I got some for myself. So I chose a particular one to help me with my goals. It's supposed to calm me around food. It's supposed to kind of make me pause to listen to my body more. And I'm just going to take some right now. So you can add your drops to water, and they suggest taking, you know, 4 to 6 drops up to 6 times a day. You can put all the drops into a water bottle and drink it throughout the day, or you can simply do this. It tastes of nothing, doesn't taste of anything, and you can just have it in your handbag, yeah, and carry it around with you. So I've used Bach's Remedies for mental arguments, as you know, when I was very stressed, I'd have mental arguments with myself. I've used it for insomnia. I have used it for when I've been uncertain and I'm doubtful with myself. And there's all, you know, aspen, fear of unknown things, if I'm not quite sure. This is the one I've used. Agrimony, mental torture behind a cheery face. So it covers a wide spectrum of psychological and emotional kind of situations and things that might be, you know, for you. You can mix and match your Bach's remedies in all kinds of ways. Let me just put my leg out here. I'm getting pins and needles. And it really does work. So I've only had this for a day or two at the moment, but last night I slept like a baby. I really did. So I'd like you to take a look at this. I know for those that struggle because they're emotional eaters, or stress gets in the way of your workout, or you feel exhausted, or here's one. You'll like this one. I've got to find it, but you'll relate to it. Hornbeam is tiredness at the thought of doing something. Yes. So this is just like you're gonna go to the gym and you think, oh God, I feel tired already without even thinking about it. And so there's tiredness at the thought of doing something. What's another one? Olive is exhaustion following mental or physical effort. So perhaps you've had a hard day at work, or perhaps, you know, you've done that workout, but then you're kind of suffering for it a little bit. You'll be suffering more psychologically and emotionally than physically, really. And so the Bach's Remedies is really there as a support. It's so simple. It's herbal, it's extremely soothing and calming, and I'd love to tell you how it works. I don't know how it works really. I just know that it does, and I've recommended it over the years to many, many different people. Let's pick another one. Pine is for guilt, for example. Red chestnut for my mummies. Red chestnut is for over concern for the welfare of loved ones. Are you an overprotective mummy or daddy? So there's things like this that really help. The other one, Vine, is for dominance and inflexibility. We've had a bit of this week. So I go, I just want you to drink some water. And they go, no, I can't do this. I can't do it. You know, so the block, the psychological block is there. I just want you to do this small little workout. No, I've no time for this. And so that psychological block is what's causing you to not get to your goals. It's inflexibility and dominance. So that's where you might use that one. It's such an interesting thing. If you look on the backsfloweradvice.co.uk, they have Bachs flower for everything. They have it for hyperactivity, they have it for exam stress, for divorce, teenagers in distress, baby colic. They have it for weight loss, getting pregnant, menopause. They have it for dejection, bereavement, baby blues, love sickness even. They have it for general stress. They have it for concentration problems, headaches, high sensitivity, anxiety, fear of flying, panic attacks. They even have a Bachs flowers for quit smoking or gaming addiction. That's a modern one now, isn't it? Also, they have Bach flowers for physical complaints such as allergies and sleep problems, libido, fatigue, high blood pressure. That's all supposed to help you emotionally and psychologically come to terms with what you have to do to move forward. And believe it or not, they've even got Bach flowers for dogs, cats, and horses. It works for animals as well. I've actually ordered Bachs flowers for my mum's dog, who is quite anxious. When he was a puppy, he was very anxious and growling all the time at people out of fear rather than aggression. And we got him some Bachs flowers to calm him down, which was a really interesting experiment, and it did work. He is a lot calmer now. He's a lot older as well, but he's a lot calmer. So check out the Bachs Centre for lots of information on that website, and check out the Bachs Flower Advice website if you're wanting to order anything. I'm not on commission at all, but there's some great testimonials there to read, and you will see how it works. As I said, the most popular and the most famous Bachs remedy is the rescue remedy. So if you're really suffering emotionally, psychologically, that's the one to take. And it works very well. It's natural. There's no problem with drugs or anything. It won't affect other medications. It's just completely natural. It's just flowers, you know. And I think he was ahead of his time, was Dr. Edward, really. He just believed that rather than treating the disease or the ailment, you had to treat the whole person in order to heal them and move forward. And I think not many people were thinking like that in those days. And he's left quite a legacy behind him, really. So check that out. I've just thought I'd do a little broadcast for you. As you can see, I've jumped into the bath, out of the bath. I'm in my blankie, and it's been a long day, and I've been taking this throughout the day. It does make you feel calmer. And if I can carry on sleeping like I have been doing the last night or so, then that's going to be a wonderful experience, and it's going to affect my health in a much more positive way, isn't it? So if you have any questions, please come back to me. It's an interesting topic, but yeah, I'll speak to you very soon. Check all those websites out. I'm going to put this in the newsletter for Monday as well. So you'll be able to read a little bit more, and I'll put the links in for the websites as well. So I hope you're well. Have a great bank holiday. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.